recording here.
Recording in progress.
Okay, Chad and I are back. This is tutorial number 3. 3 tutorials. We have worn the same exact outfits for 3 days. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's either that or we recorded all this at one time, but we didn't. We were just going to wear the same thing for 12. We're going to wear the same thing for 12 days as we do 12 tutorials, just because we're dudes and we can do that. All right, so here we go. We onboarded. We did our AI profile. We uploaded our first album, and now video engine. All right, Chad. Now, there's 2 ways to get to that, of course. You can either click on the left where it says video engine, or after you're done uploading your album, it asks you, would you like to create a reel? Yeah, let's do it. Ready? When you hit create a reel, guess what, guys? Now you are talking to your agentic director, who is talking to your agentic editor, and together are working to create you a series of reels. All right, let's walk through this, Chad. Let's start at the very beginning. Tell the good people what they're looking at.
All right. Up top, you have the 4 steps to create your reel. You start with the concept. Here we're going to just describe what marketing concept we want to go with here. So it'll come up with some suggestions for you, or you can give it your own. Like, I don't know, I want to talk about horseback riding in Half Moon Cay, specifically for the equestrian event that I'm about to promote. So frame it from the perspective of an equestrian person. But we're not going to do that. We're going to see what the options it gave us are. First one, epic first-person POV of riding horses through crystal clear turquoise waters. That's a pretty accurate description of that album. What else have we got? Luxury cruise destination bucket list.
So this is EMS recommending you what reels you can make based on what the agentic editor has told them is in your album, correct?
Yes.
How crazy is that, guys? This should be aha moment number 3. Understand, these are 2 agentic agents talking to each other now in the background, right? The agentic editor is now telling the director, hey, these guys just uploaded this gallery or this album, and I think we got enough stuff in here to make some pretty good reels. That's pretty cool.
All right. Next is number of reels. You can do 1, 2, 3, 5, or 10.
Let's do 5.
Let's leave it on 5.
Yeah, let's do
We'll
5.
just leave the name blank. It'll create one for us.
It will?
Here you can select albums, and it's already pre-selected horseback riding Half Moon Cay.
Now, Chad, let me
That's
stop
the
here.
album we have right.
It pre-selected that because we clicked create reels from that album. Now, here is another massive difference. How many albums can you actually select to pull from if you wanted to?
You
Theoretically.
can select as many albums as you want. We just have the one here.
You guys understand how powerful that is, right? Because if you wanted to do a promotion, right, on just Europe, you could go in here, let's say you're 6 months into this and you've got 100 albums, right? And some are river cruise, some are Christmas markets, some are Iceland, some are your trip to London, some are Paris. You can go in there and say, yeah, hey, the series of reels I want to make is traveling to Europe. Bam, 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 bam. All these albums, and it knows what clips to pull from all of them.
And if your friends have shared albums with you that you've starred, those will come up here as options too.
Chad, give the good people a moment to ingest that. A moment of silence. Hey, let's pour one out for our homies that are dumb storage that can't do that. Good, moment of silence done.
The dumb storage homies.
Here, dumb storage. Toast, Chad. Don't leave me hanging. Bam, toast to dumb storage.
All right, I'm hitting continue.
Let's do this.
All right, step 2, goals. This is huge, all right? You're going to choose your goals for this set of reels, and then you're going to brainstorm target audiences, and then you're going to generate concepts for the reels that we're going to create. So first is goals, right? You can be reach, inspiration, education, engagement, building credibility, or making sales. The first 2 are really helpful if you don't have much reach yet. It will get you a broader audience, help you gain a following. Engagement, once you've got that audience and people are watching your videos, you want them to engage, respond to comments, start moving towards booking. Same with building credibility and making sales. That'll move them even farther down the funnel. So you want a lot of the top and sort of tapering off towards the bottom of this. I'm going to select the top 3. Sound good?
That's really cool. So remember, guys, each selection actually, it's almost like talking to a director and saying, "Hey, this is the emotion I want people to feel," and then the director talks to script writers and says, "Okay, perfect. These are the versions of the script." That's what EMS does, guys. All right.
All right, next, brainstorming target audiences. So here is going to figure out the target audiences and SEO terms that we want to go after, right? You don't have to give it guidance, or you can. So you can tell it specifically what people you want or what SEO terms you want it to start thinking about. It's got some suggested ones here. So I'm just going to say, I want luxury travelers, I want audiences ready to book, and I want SEO and search discovery. And I'm going to hit go, brainstorm my targets for me, AI. And it will start thinking for you. And you'll see it started generating them already. Some of these will be marked as recommended. These are the ones that it thinks are best for you to choose based on the goals and what content is in the album. So here it's saying we should target horseback riding Half Moon K, which people who are searching that term, A, there's not a lot of competition, and B, it'll be an exact match.
That's really cool.
So you can see it thinks this one is recommended. You can click details, and it'll tell you more about the targeting here.
So, Chad, is this connecting to a form of search API that's actually finding out what people type into Google the most and other search engines?
You're trying to get me to give away all my secrets.
Okay, we don't have to answer that. We're not going to answer that question. Thank you for...
Yes.
No, God, I was going to tell you not to answer it, Chad. I need to edit that out now.
It connects to many things.
The whole goal was not to have to edit these.
The
I can't believe you told them. I'm seriously in shock right now. Oh, my God. All right, let's go. Next one.
It's fine, because it's going to be a lot different in like a month. We're constantly making changes and making this thing better.
Let's move on.
So the way it works now is not how it's going to work.
Let's move on from other trade secrets.
All right, so you click show more details. It'll show you the details of this target. So here's your target audience: cruise passengers researching specific shore excursions pre-cruise. Does that sound like something you want to target?
I like that.
Angle is what it's going to go with, the angle it's going to make for this video. So it's going to lead with POV horseback riding, showcasing the full experience, emphasize accessibility and safety. Intent, you want clients who are ready to book, right? Here's your edge. There's limited POV content for this specific excursion. Cruise planners actively search this exact phrase. That sounds like a pretty good reason to make this, right?
It does. It sounds like you just gave away our trade secret, but go ahead.
All right. Next one. Best luxury cruise shore excursions nobody talks about. This is completely different, right? This is a broader reach. This is clients who are farther off, maybe dreaming about the thing. This is a curiosity-driven hook that appeals to luxury travelers seeking exclusive experiences. Details. Affluent travelers, right? Position horseback riding as the secret activity. Use dramatic ocean riding shots, contrast with typical cruise activities. Edge, this taps into FOMO and exclusivity. Performs well with a luxury audience. Fine. Right, and the next one. Horseback riding on beach, Bahamas. And then you see it's got some others here, right? Are shore excursions worth the money? This one's medium because the content we have is for this specific shore excursion. So if you had more albums, you might be getting a higher match for that because it can build a broader, it has a broader creative vision, this does, and you'd want to be able to have content that's from more than just riding horses on a shore excursion, right? Same with things to do in Half Moon K. We've just got one thing to do in Half Moon K. So other concepts, riding horses in the ocean, that's very broad, but this transcends the cruise niche, appeals to horse lovers and adventure seekers.
I like that. That's smart. That's going outside. That's a really smart play for AI recommendations. Because now it's going to be
access to an audience that's not already.
Exactly. This is going to be shown to horse lovers. I love that.
Yeah. So
smart.
I like all the things that it's recommending, actually. You can say more like this, and it'll generate you more options like any of these that are your favorite if you're not perfectly happy with it. But I think we just leave it like this and generate concepts.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so it is generating concepts right now. So does that mean it is actually piecing together clips for us, Chad?
No. This is coming up with the creative briefs for the clips that it will then
Perfect.
Piece together.
Perfect.
All right, so here we go. This is what it's got. Riding horses into the ocean. Experience the magic of galloping through crystal clear turquoise waters. On horseback in the Bahamas. This is targeting search ranking. Horseback riding half moon K. The shore excursion cruise lines hide. Discover the bucket list beach horseback experience that cruise experts don't want you to miss.
I love how hooky that is.
It's very hooky, isn't it?
It is hooky.
Paradise
It's good.
Found Beach
It's good.
Horseback.
It's
Ultimate
good.
Bahamas luxury experience. People who are thinking about a cruise to the Bahamas, and the intersection of I'm thinking about cruising Bahamas and I like horses, I think this would be pretty good for those people.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, I'm gonna hit continue. Next, now it's gonna generate our clips and captions. All right, so first you have to select your settings for the captions. What platform do you want to target, and how long do you want the captions?
Let's keep it short today.
Your options for platforms are Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube.
I love that it does LinkedIn. You guys, I can get into that way later. But let's not do that. Let's do where everyone's going to go. Let's go Facebook. Let's go
Here's
Facebook.
how to take your company on a shore excursion. Why horses will help you with
team building
cohesion and dynamism.
Team building. Let's go Facebook.
Team building.
Okay.
Facebook.
Let's keep it short.
Ultra short, which is...
No, not ultra short. Let's go short.
All right, let's go short. So ultra short is just like one sentence, almost like a tweet.
Cool.
Right? Which, if you want the vibe of I just kind of winged this and put something together quickly, ultra short can be good. Short is about a paragraph. Short is what we typically recommend. And you can go longer if you're targeting specific SEO goals. But we'll probably get into that in a different video. All right, and then you just click generate clips and captions, and it will generate, wait for it, clips and captions for you. Just like it says on the tin. And this can take a minute. So I'm going to refill my water. Maybe we get caught to edit this part out.
I'm not editing any of it. This is the whole goal of this. We're uploading as is. So getting your water is now part of the tutorial.
Amazing. All right, we recommend you hydrate while you're creating.
We're gonna run this through an AI though
Sponsored by Jackson Hole Harley Davidson.
Oh man. Hey, look at this. The first clip is up. Riding horse. Hey, I like it.
So it's still generating the captions, but you can see the first clip that it's generated.
Very cool. Okay, very cool. It's using 5 clips.
It starts with walking in, goes wider, and then you've got the actual riding in the water. Okay.
That's really cool. It's telling you how many clips it's using too.
Yeah, so while we wait for it to generate the captions, let's talk about that. If you click this button, it opens up a drop down that shows you all of the clips that it's using. And from here, you can, if you want to, change the order around.
Oh, no way.
Remove a clip, or click this button and search for another clip that you want to have. Let's say
I want a mic. I gotta drop a mic. I gotta drop a mic.
Okay.
I just dropped a mic. It wasn't a. It was a mic holder. Close enough. I don't want to drop a mic.
Okay. So what I wanted was something like this. Yeah, hand pointing to the cruise ship. So if I want to, I can select this and replace it with this clip. I'm not going to, but let's say that you wanted to change out your clips. You suddenly have access to search and do a little bit of light editing.
That's cool.
Here we go. These are done. All right, so this is the hook that you're going to edit in.
Hey, I should let them know that in the future. No, you know what? I'm not going to let them know. This is a tutorial. Continue.
Okay. Now, you see it shows the hook here when you're previewing the clip. Let's do that again. The cruise excursion everyone misses.
I love it.
I would watch that video.
I would.
All right, caption. This is the caption you're going to put. What's the one shore excursion that people overlook but absolutely shouldn't? Beach horseback riding in the Bahamas, and I'm telling you, it's a game changer. When you see your cruise ship in the distance and you're riding these gorgeous horses through turquoise water, it hits different. Most people stick it to the typical beach day. Horses move so gracefully through the water, and there's something about being in the moment, not just the beach, but in the water, that makes this unforgettable.
Pretty cool. You guys also know, like with anything else, make it yours. You can cut and paste if you want. It's totally up to you. It's going to be unique. But to me, I always use it. I let AI do 80 to 90% of the heavy lifting. I always like to top it off as me for the last 10%. That's just my general rule.
Mm. So this is with your AI profile,
Yeah, it's good.
actually.
That's why I like it.
And it sounds sort of like the thing that you talked in for your writing sample.
Yep. Yep. No, it's great.
All right, so these are all the clips we've got. I'm pretty happy with all of them. If you want, you can regenerate them, or you can choose to regenerate the captions just for a certain clip, but I'm just going to say continue. All right, now, deduplication. In this step, it will go through and check the entire rest of the database and see if anyone has produced this exact content before.
Very cool.
So you see that in the deduplication step, completely unique content, your hooks are unique, your captions are unique. None of you are software engineers, but let me tell you, measuring if something is unique across an entire database and doing it without burning through a ton of compute, it's an interesting problem, thinking about how you do that.
I didn't
All right,
have
so
to fix
scores.
this problem. Chad had to, just so everybody knows.
Yeah. You have 3 scores: clustering, uniqueness, and SEO/AEO. Clustering tells you how much this is going to be like other content that's already popular. So if you don't know, they're sort of clustering and AEO are 2 separate strategies to get seen, and they'll have very opposite scores. Because clustering is, this is already popular, I'm going to make something that will be shown to people who are viewing this a lot, right? Let's say there's an audience that's looking at a lot of a certain kind of horse video. They're likely to see something like this if they're already watching a lot of Half Moon Cay Bahamas horses, but that's not a big niche, so they aren't. Right, so low clustering score, but really high SEO, AEO, because anyone who's searching for this, they're likely to find it, and you're not likely to have a lot of competition, right? And then in the middle, you've got uniqueness. So how does the content that you're using here compare to other people on the platform? Which, since we're the only one who's used this album, we're completely unique, and we haven't built any other videos around it. And if you look as we scroll down, our clustering and uniqueness scores are all pretty similar, except this last one, Ultimate Bahamas Luxury Experience. You see how, because this is a broader target, now clustering is higher because you're going to match to more people who are looking for Bahamas luxury experiences. But SEO and AEO is lower because you're going to have a harder time ranking.
Yeah, I see that. That's cool. It's good.
Yep. All right. We happy with that?
Yeah.
I'm going to finalize and export. Project complete. Congratulations, we have finished our first project, and this takes us to the project page, which from here, if you go back to Video Engine, you'll be able to see all of your projects. You can always go back to these, but let's say I want to turn this clip into something now, right? I can download the clips here for editing, choose the resolution I want, and it'll download a zip for me. Or if I'm in mobile, I click that button and it'll give me the option to share directly into Edits or CapCut, right? I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's cool.
You can do.
And, Chad and I go back and forth on this, and I don't want to get into this because this is a tutorial, but, we like the fact that it's downloading the clips in an ordered array into Edits and CapCut for you to add your text and your music within the app. Because that's the problem that most of these software companies have and these platforms have is you can't guarantee what rights to audio you have until you're in platform. So it's a smart way for us to do it. It's a smart way to protect you. And using native features inside of edits will give you additional reach. So there's a multitude of reasons we've done this for now, right? And we thought this through pretty well. But guys, that is Video Engine. You created Reels. So, and like Chad said, they're always there for you.
I've got one more thing.
Go ahead, Chad. Chad's got wait, there's more.
You look up here, and you have this in step 3 as well, I think. But if you look up here, you have options to change the aspect ratio of your previews, so you can see what it would look like if you wanted this to be a wide format video, or if you wanted it to be. So you can either have the clips fit the frame or fill it. This is filling it, or fit the frame, so you have those black gaps on the side in that aspect ratio, right? I think that's pretty cool.
I just thought of something really scary. You're going to kill me for thinking about this.
That's the end of the tutorial, guys.
Yeah, okay, we're going to end it. That's the end of that tutorial. We're going to go we're going to go to B-roll and talk about my idea. But here we go. So that's the end of the tutorial. We're good to go. We've covered onboarding, we've covered media library, we've covered video engine. Tutorial number 4 is going to be content calendar, which is going to be really, really cool. But let's go ahead and stop this one for now, okay, guys?